Greetings, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in today, or tomorrow, or whenever it is that you're watching this video. Before we get into the review, please remember to subscribe to the channel, hit that button below, and the bell for notifications on when I post more videos on the channel. Okay, now that that's out of the way, today we're finally talking about the Adidas Trae Young 1 Ice Trae. I ended up doing a review of the So Def Atlanta pair first, and I'll explain why that happened in just a moment. This, of course, is Trae Young, the King of New York's first signature sneaker. They released on October 1st for $140 US and sold out almost immediately. Thus, I turned to GOAT to try to get these for resale and had a nightmare experience. Long story short, I never ended up getting the shoes that I paid for on GOAT over a month ago, but I did get lucky and was able to pick these up for $70 at the Adidas employee store here in Portland. It's just that we're almost 2 months late with the review. But now that they're finally in hand, let's check out the features of the Adidas Trae Young 1 Ice Trae. The base of this sneaker is a textile material alternating between two tones of this icy sky blue. There's these white patches on the side. I just say they look like upside down fireballs, but basically they encompass the lace loops. You can see these crimson red lace loops poking out of those fireballs. You have white laces in this colorway and a sky blue lace cover. I don't think I've mastered the thinking behind this lace cover yet. It always feels awkward for me trying to stuff the laces underneath that lace cover. Maybe it would have been better if the top part wasn't also stitched on. Maybe if it was like Velcro and you could take that part off and then put the laces in and then strap it down. And I guess I don't necessarily need to use the lace pouch. I could just tie up the laces and then leave them out. But I feel like there's just so much excess lacing, and I also feel like I'm wasting the technology that Adidas has put forth here if I'm not tucking the laces in there. But it just always feels like I'm struggling to maneuver the laces over to one side of that lace cover. They also come with an extra pair of laces. This pair of laces is also white, just like the ones in the shoe. It's just that these are rounded. At the front of the shoe, you have a pull tab displaying Trae Young's TY logo at the front. And on the back of that pull tab, you have 3 white stripes for Adidas. At the rear of the sneaker, you have another pull tab. On the outside, it has Trae Young's signature. And on the inside, it reads Adidas Basketball, Rayford Trae Young Signature Series. Below that, things really start to get cool. Get it? This sneaker is of course a collaboration with Icy, and they have one of the frozen drink company's logos right there at the rear of the shoe. This is a really jolly polar bear in a red sweater and no pants. I don't know why, but when people make cartoons of like bears, they just never wear pants for some reason. Maybe that's because they're bear, but then I guess they have tops on. I don't know. Where does the idea come from that bears don't wear pants? And a very exciting feature in this sneaker, you can see right down there at the heel, the Trae Young 1 does contain Boost. However, that Boost cushioning is only in the heel. You have a disc of that Boost cushioning right at the rear, and then the rest of the cushioning in the sneaker is actually light strike, which I'm not in love with, but it hasn't been bad for me in my first pair of Trae Youngs. And on the lateral side, you have these 3 bright red stripes, Adidas branding. Now flipping over to this pretty outsole. It's a translucent rubber traction pad featuring some herringbone that transitions to horizontal lines, and then you have some circles down there at the heel. And in the middle of those circles, you have a window giving you a glimpse of that Boost cushioning. Now we've had a chance to look at the Adidas Trae Young 1 in the Ice Trae colorway. Now let's slap these on foot and see what they feel like.
Keep talking like I don't get busy. We drawing that still like it's Disney. Flinging like frisbees, damn like grizzlies. Wake up and count up the Benjis. I drippin' Da Vinci, ain't never been stingy. Jiggin' too washy and wishy. That fucking shot can miss me, no kizzy, no kizzy. We ain't lying to him, no cap. All my youngins on the map. No, I got a drip on me, no top. Getting that cash, I don't see no tax. Chasing that bank, running laps. Why they lying, they ain't on that. No, you like ring gon' rap. You ain't need no church, you ain't come from the trenches. I pray to the money, I'm so sacrilegious.
Interestingly enough, I actually like these shoes a little bit more for casual wear than I do for basketball. I mean, you can definitely hoop in these, and I'm sure that you guys have probably seen people play in the Trae Young 1 by this point. There's good traction, good bounce, and the light strike in the Trae Young 1 doesn't feel like metal on your foot. Now, let's talk about sizing really quickly. I chose to go true to size with a men's US 11, and I find that that is a solid fit for me. There is a little bit of room for me up at the toe. It's not a significant amount of space, but just gives me enough space to kind of wiggle my toes around and feel comfortable. But it all kind of comes down to the lacing for me. There's only 2 lace loops on each side of the sneaker, and thus you don't really have too much control over the lacing of your shoe. I like to be able to adjust my laces when playing. Basketball is a game of feel, and I like to feel connected to the ball as well as the shoes that I'm wearing. It's probably just a mental thing for me because you can always stuff that excess lacing into the pouch, but I just feel like the top of the shoe isn't as secure as it could be. It doesn't really hug my foot the way that I'm used to basketball shoes doing. Hopefully I'm explaining this correctly. Overall though, still a really dope shoe, and I would actually wear these outside, which is saying a lot. Love the collaborations for Trae Young on this first signature pair. As you know, he's done some pairs with So Def. He has a couple pairs with Icy. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Adidas has in store for the rest of the season. Trae Young is an exciting player. You either love him or hate him, but you definitely acknowledge him, and Adidas knows the star power that he has, so it's great to see that they're putting a lot of energy into his signature series. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of the Adidas Trae Young 1. Feel free to leave me a paragraph in the comments section. If you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe, leave a like, and if you made it to this point in the video, comment King of New York. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.